Hi, guys. I am Cindy Walter,
I am Jessie Pito.
and we are here today to talk to you guys about Isaderby. So we have 26 teams of people doing Isaderby just on our team alone. That is absolutely amazing. And it is so exciting. And I was fortunate enough, my first year with Isagenix, I was brand new. I went to my first national convention in Phoenix, Arizona with two team members, Susan Wheeler and Valerie Gerber. They announced Isaderby. We were brand new, I think 7 weeks into the business. And when they announced it, we said, hey, what the heck, let's go for it. We had no clue what we were doing at that point. We were just very, very excited. Ignorance on fire, I guess. And so we formed our team. There were 6 of us on our team, and we did weekly check-ins where we did a weekly conference call every week, and we kind of kept each other accountable. We had a little Facebook group, and we worked on points. Jesse's going to share with you how to get points. And our team was in the top 10 the entire contest. We could not believe it. And we actually earned the trip to Maui. And when I say this trip was amazing, we got to bring our spouses with us. Airfare was taken care of. Hotel was taken care of. Our meals were taken care of. They had a room full of Isagenix products that we could go get whatever we wanted from that. It was so incredibly awesome. They had games and contests for us and prizes, and it was truly amazing. And since then, it has gotten significantly harder to earn because there are so many teams that are just killing it, and it's just become harder and harder to earn. So the next 2 years, we had teams that competed for it, but we just couldn't get into that top 10. Well, this year they decided to do something a little bit different, which has made a huge, huge difference to everybody and all of our excitement. What they're doing differently this year is still top 10 teams get to go on the trip and bring a guest. So that's the same. Now, as of last year, they're doing also some start team members individually. The top start team members, they get to go as well. But this year, we all have a shot at earning points and earning gifts. So I'm going to have Jessie kind of break that down and show you what that all looks like, how you're going to get points, and then what the prizes can be. So take it away, Jess.
Thank you, Cindy, and congratulations to you on earning that fabulous trip. And I know the destinations are pretty cool, but I don't know. What got me excited in listening to you is just like lying on a beach chair, like surrounded by lemon bars. That would kind of get
all the lemon bars you want.
I know. That in itself just gets me pretty excited. And honestly, I don't know. We're certainly going to give it our best shot to go for the trip, but just the fact I'm just as excited for these other prizes that I am the destination. Like these prizes will make a huge difference in our businesses and to be able to share, what we have going on with others. So first of all, let's talk about the points and what we have to do to get some points. Well, first of all, if you have not printed out the points and prize sheets, you can find these under contests and promotions. So just be certain you've printed them out and you want them hanging up so that they are visible to you as a way to hold yourself accountable and know what it is that you're doing and know what it is you need to focus on. So the first category is for new customers. And so you will earn 1 point for each month in the contest that your new personal customer places an order of at least 100 BV. So that's 1 point. You get 2 points for having a new personal customer join, and at the time of joining, place an order between 100 to 149 BV. And those are qualifying packs such as the 9-day system, the athletes pack, and the shake and cleanse pack. You get 3 points, that's my lucky number, 3 points for having a new customer join and at the time placing an order of 150 to 249 BV. And that, as we know, is the 30-day system or the customized 30-day system, the Rejuvenity, did I say that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay, Rejuvenity system with ageless essentials. I think I need that at that point in my life. And then we also earn 4 points for having a personal customer join and place an order of 250 BV. And that is with the President's Pack and the Business Builder Pack. So amazing ways to get some points just for having new enrollments. And, I know you get points for the new enrollment, but the point is don't just focus on the enrollment, focus on the activity that you have to do to get the enrollment. So if you're not offering people to take a look at what it is that we have to do or adding people to the HHP page, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, then that's where your attention needs to be, is how many people are you adding to that page? How many people are you talking to?
Yeah.
Because as we know in this business, it is a numbers game. So the more people you talk to, the more people you will be enrolling and accumulating points. The next category is rank advancement. So when you advance to or personally develop a new consultant, that's 5 points, and that's the you plus 2, them plus 2 concept. Then we have 7 points when you advance you or personally develop a manager or crystal manager. 10 points for you or someone on your team developing a director or crystal director. And 15 points, wow, for advancing to or personally developing an executive or crystal executive or any level of gold, star, golden circle, or platinum. So that is pretty exciting.
And honestly, that is how we got the majority of our points. Sue and I were at the executive level. So you can, in the contest, you can only have 2 people at the director level or above. Everyone else was not. So every time they rank advanced, they got 15 points, and so did we. So doesn't that, yes. So Jessie is personally enrolled by me. So when Jessie rank advances to 1 star, 2 star would be next, she will get 15 points. So will I, because I'm her enrolling sponsor. So if within your team you have some people that you're personally enrolled by or with, you get to double dip there. If you're on a team with 6 complete unaffiliated people, that's fine. You still get the points. You're not double dipping. Your sponsor won't be getting them that, within your team.
Right.
If she's on another team, she'll be getting them. So it's really a great way. The rank advancing is the greatest way to get a significant amount of points, unless you're a really top enroller and enrolling people every single week.
Right. Awesome. Thank you for that. Sure. And then the last category, which honestly is a no-brainer, and that's the Isaderby Challenge. I mean, why in the world, if you're on a system and using the products, why would you not want $200 in free product? Hello. So you get 1 point for you or someone that you personally sponsored by them signing on to the Isaderby Challenge. Now, Cindy, if you can clarify, because I know this was brought up last week, that the points for the Isaderby Challenge will not show up immediately in the reporting system, correct?
Okay, so they do for people you're enrolling and getting on the system, but we get 5 points for completing our own challenge. So the 5 points for completing our own challenge don't show up to the end. So don't panic if you don't see that in your reports, because now that you guys are all on a team, you all can go in your back office under the Isaderby contest where Jessie was telling you to print out those pages. You can also see your rankings, your points, plus your entire team's points. And so if you don't see your 5 points showing up and you've already completed a challenge during this time frame, have no fear, that will show up later. But the 1 points that you get for the people you're personally enrolling and they're getting on Isaderby, they show up within, it's a little bit behind, maybe a week or maybe even 2 weeks behind, but they'll show up where the 5 points will be at the end.
Great. So thank you for clarifying. So it's 1 point for signing up for the challenge and then 5 points once you complete it. So just know that the 5 points don't show up until the end. Now, what are we going to do with all these points? Yay! Well, of course, the ultimate prize is the trip surrounded by lemon bars. But if we fall short, and you know what? If we do, look at all these other fabulous prizes. It's really not the end of the world. For 15 to 24 points, we get 1 membership coupon, which is the value of $29. So that to me sounds like a free enrollment.
Yep.
So when you earn 25 to 49 points, we get 2 membership coupons. Woohoo! This is exciting. When you earn 50 to 74 points, you get another, it says 2 membership coupons. These are valued at $58, so $29 and $29. When you earn 75 to 99 points, we get 3. This is getting better. When we earn 100 to 199, it's 3 and 2 shipping coupons, which are applicable to orders. And then when we earn 200, and this has to be the goal for all of us to personally strive to hit 200 points. Just give it all you got and see where you can get. And I know we will all be celebrating together doing something. Well, we'll be at an event, because when you reach 200 or more points, you will receive Core 4 tickets, and it's 1 ticket for each event. And there's events, and you can get into that, Cindy, because I am attending my very first company-wide event this January. And I just attended my very first ISA event last night, which is very exciting. So I am still looking forward to the New Year's event, New Year's kickoff. So we'll be able to use one of these tickets perhaps.
Yep. So that, you guys, that is amazing right there. You know, those of us that are doing this as a business, we know how important events are. And you'll hear, I mean, my team members that I've personally enrolled, they probably get sick of me talking about events. We are constantly building to the next event. So our next event is New Year's Kickoff, what Jesse was talking about. Celebration, that's the other big, huge event you want to go to. We have a David Woods University an action event that you can get a ticket to. And Isagenix University would be the other one. And that's a really great nuts and bolts training that everyone should attend.
And
huge, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Oh. And for those of us that live on the East Coast, because I was looking into attending ICU for next year, this year's locations didn't work out for me, but next April, I believe it's in New Jersey. So anyone on the East Coast, come on and join me. We're going to ICU in April. Woo-hoo!
I'll probably be there with you too if I can. And I go to multiple ones. So if I know I've got team members going to one and I can possibly make it, I try to go, because there's always different trainers. And even with the Isagenix University, the concepts are the same, but there's different trainers, and I get something new every single time I go. So I can't express to you enough that the stats that are out there say for every person that you bring to an event, you can look to earn $1,000. So if your goal is a six-figure income, you want to be bringing 100 people or more to these events. You bring 100 people to an event, you're making a six-figure income. So, you know, depending on what your goals are, your income goals, how much you want to be earning, keep that in mind as you're trying to let your team members know how awesome these events are. But to be able to get 4 tickets for free is huge. And that's what, you know, that I would love to see some of our 26 teams earning this trip. I mean, that would be absolutely incredible. But if no one did, but a lot of people got the 200 points and got all those prizes, I'll still be every bit as proud and happy for all of us, because that is huge. That is a huge savings. And if you already bought tickets, you can then sell them and the money can be yours. If you already have tickets in your back office for these events and you get another one, you can bring a guest with you, bring a spouse with you, or sell it, because people are always looking because the events sell out. All right. Anything else you want to share about that?
No, just for them, like I said, to give it all they got. And, you know, 200 points is what we're striving for, but 1 point, 2 points, that's even something to be proud of. That means you're enrolling people. So let's just give it all we got. And, you know, we have, till November 29th to just work hard, play hard, and celebrate at the end. So
absolutely. All right. So a couple of things, kind of housekeeping things, Jesse and I wanted to share with you. We are doing this Zoom meeting for 2 groups that we have together, but we're going to share it on ISA for Wealth for anybody that wants to watch. So, you know, every team has a captain, and what we're trying to do for our teams is have a weekly accountability call. So for our groups, we're going to be doing them Sunday evenings at 8 o'clock. And we're going to do probably this technology right here, because it's great. We can see each other, up to 50 people now we can see live in a meeting, and then I can record it. So if anyone can't be with us, has another, priority that evening, then they can watch the recording. So we're going to do these for you. If you are on another team, check with your team, guys. You should try to get together weekly, whether it be, on a Zoom meeting, a conference call. Weekly check-ins are what my team did, and it really helped us, because we had our, Sue Wheeler was our strategy person. She really looked at our numbers and our points and was always on us. Okay, this is what once we knew we were in the top 10, we were like, oh, we are totally winning this trip. So we had to watch to see what other people were doing and how many points we were needing and where we were lacking and what we needed to do. So, if your goal isn't necessarily winning the trip, that doesn't matter. You can still do these weekly calls and be accountable to each other and share ideas on how to get these points. So Jesse told you, what points you needed and what prizes you get. But when you're in your smaller groups, you can be talking about how to get these points and really breaking it down.
I'm sorry again to interrupt. The other thing too is, in the end, the ultimate prize is just for taking the action steps that we need to focus on anyway, whether there's a challenge out there or not. Enrolling people, rank advancements, ISA body challenges. Just think where everyone's business will be at the end of this challenge and how much more income you will have in your pocket.
Absolutely.
That's the best prize of all. This other stuff is, I don't want to say the frosting because that's too sugary for me. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And, the bottom line is no matter what your goals are, your business is going to be better off because you've participated in an Isaderby team. And it's a lot of fun doing this together. So, we really want you guys to have fun with this too. But we also don't want it to cause you great stress. So that was one of the things, Jesse and I, as we were talking about this, a lot of you have full-time jobs outside of Isagenix. I don't. This is my full-time job. Some of us have 3 jobs, huh, Jess? So it's like, I know your time is precious and your families need to be a priority. So we understand that, and we don't want this to be a stress to you. We want you to set your goals. Hopefully you're all in a 90-day game plan. Hopefully, you're all in this Isaderby team. So we're hoping you're doing the 90-day game plan. We hope you are checking in on ISA for Wealth daily. And we hope you are adding people to HHP. So now will be a great time for us to kind of talk about the HHP group. We have a group of leaders on our team that are absolutely changing things up in a great way. They started watching Periscopes of Lynette and Paul, a really dynamic couple out of Arizona, and it's really changed what we're doing within our team. We had a great team culture this last year, year and a half. Almost 2 years now, we've been cultivating this great team culture. But the last couple of months, we started with this HHP, Happy Healthy Peeps group, where you can actually invite prospects in to take a peek. And you have to know what you're doing before you add people. So we want you to get on the ISA for Wealth page, look at the videos that have been posted, look at the files that are there. It's very specific how to invite people because there's a whole system to this. And if you follow the system and you do it the way it's intended to be done, it's unbelievable the results people are seeing. But you want to know what you're doing before you start adding people. So get in the ISA for Wealth group, look at the videos, check it out, and then get into the HHP group. If you're not already in there, ask your enrolling sponsor to add you. Watch it. Before you start adding people, just give it a day. Really watch it and learn. You'll see the system. We welcome someone. We say hello. Several leaders pop on and say, welcome, glad you're here. Usually the person who welcomes them will post a video, but if they don't do it within so many hours, another leader will post a video for them. And then you have to follow up with them. So you can't just pop them in there and expect magic to happen. You follow up with them. And it is just amazing because there is, for every person that we invite, every prospect that we invite to the group, we also are expected to post something. So share your favorite healthy 400 to 600 calorie meal idea. Share an exercise. Share an Isagenix product. Go to isagenixhealth.net. Find something that intrigues you. Share it. Share a shake idea. There's a million things you can be sharing. Motivational quotes, inspirational quotes. But for every person you invite, we really want you to then post something that you're sharing with the group. It's amazing. And if you get embraced in this culture of getting people through that process, enrolling with you, and then if they're wanting to learn about how to get their products paid for, how to earn money with this, then you can invite them to the ISA for Wealth group. They don't need to be a consultant. That used to be a stipulation. We let that go. Anybody brand spanking new, if they're interested in earning products for free or learning about the business, you can add them too. Anything I missed, Jess, on HHP you want to add?
No, I guess in addition, HHP has been phenomenal, and most people today are on Facebook. So it has been an instrumental tool in helping people who perhaps have never enrolled someone to really help get their business off the ground, and have given them confidence to be able to invite someone to this page and see a third-party endorsement. It's coming from someone other than us about how much people love the products, and so that really is worth its weight in gold. But always keep in mind too that there are other ways to prospect and talk to people. There's 3-way phone calls, there's launch parties, there's tastings, there's face-to-face one-on-one conversations. So even though we have this fabulous page, don't forget all the other ways that are equally as important to communicate with people and build relationships. So HHP is great. but there's also some other ways to go about that as well.
Oh, absolutely. And, your HHP prospects you're putting in there, we're hoping you get on the phone, the old-fashioned phone, and talk with them,
right.
and build that relationship with them. But what a great recruiting tool to be able to bring people in and funnel them through this awesome system set up to help you guys build your teams.
And you did a phenomenal job with the webinar. We still have the webinar if that works for people too. If someone isn't on Facebook, I don't want someone to be like, well, they're not on Facebook, forget it. I can't, enroll anybody. Yes, you can. We just have to go back to doing what we were doing. So if it means emailing them the link for the webinar and getting on the phone, there's still ways to build your business before social media ever came into play. It's just now we get to take advantage of this amazing tool that most everyone is a part of. So there's so many ways to get our points and prospect.
Exactly. So one of the things that Jesse and I talked about also were there are so many Facebook groups out there. We didn't want to overwhelm our teams with yet another Facebook group. So we have chats set up. They should be titled the name of your team. So we have just Facebook group messages that we have, and the way we're going to do this, and everybody else that's watching that's not on our two teams, certainly you do it however you want. Talk within your group. Your captain may have another way of doing it. You guys may want to have your own Facebook group, but Jesse and I thought we were just going to do group chats, and her and I will start a conversation, just checking in with people, finding out how are you doing, share tips if we come up with some great tip we want to share, and that'll be our accountability on kind of a day-to-day basis, and then we'll do the weekly call. So that's how we're going to go about doing that. If Jesse and I decide we want to, partner up and do another Zoom meeting, maybe do a training, we'll do that. But we're committing to the group chats, and we're committing to the weekly calls for accountability. And again, we want it to be fun and really no stress. Fun and no stress. Oh,
we're frozen.
Oh, go ahead.
Are you there?
I'm here.
I'm here.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we just need to cover when our calls will be with our two teams. I don't think we did that.
Okay, you go ahead and do that while I'm trying to get my camera back.
Okay, no problem. Okay, everyone. So while Cindy, she's back, technical difficulties. So what Cindy and I have decided, in addition to our daily check-ins, just quick, how are you all doing? By all means, please do not interpret that as pressure. We just want to, I love when someone's checking in on me because I kind of feel like, there's a little self-accountability to that. So I kind of, need to be paying attention to what I need to pay attention to. Otherwise, 24 hours goes by, 48 hours goes by. Next thing you know, 3 days later, you never prospected and invited anyone to the HHP page or spoke to anyone about the business. So another way that we're going to have fun with all of this and just connect with everyone on our two teams are we will be having Sunday Zoom meetings. I think we're going to do it Zoom, right?
Yep.
Zoom. Okay, so it will be through Zoom, which I love this technology, and it will be held at 8 o'clock Eastern time on Sunday night, every Sunday night from now through November 29th, which is the end of the Isaderby Challenge, and we will all celebrate together.
Okay, and we're starting not this Sunday, though, the next Sunday, correct?
Yep, next Sunday, which is October 11th, will be our first connection.
Okay, so this is this week's connection right here. All right, awesome. I think we've got everything covered, Jess. So
I think we do. I'm so excited. And not just our two teams. I wish all 26 teams and this amazing team lots and lots of success. I just want one of the teams, if not, however many we can get of the 26 in the French Riviera, right?
That's billion and beyond.
Okay, wherever we're going. I don't know.
Riviera Maya.
Oh, Riviera Maya. There we go. See, I'm just focused on points. I just want points and lemon bars.
So we know everybody is capable of earning points. So we know everyone's going to get something free. But like Jesse said, I totally agree. Shoot for 200 points. Everybody should shoot for 200 points. Get your free conference tickets. We want to see you at conference. Have a great week. We'll talk to you not this Sunday night. The next Sunday night, we'll be Facebook chatting with you. And again, like Jesse said, all teams, all 26 teams, good luck. We love you. Have a great day. And thanks, Jess.
Hi, thanks, and
bye.
Bye.